In this episode of The Skint Expat, we're going to talk about the American holiday season by request. The holiday season in the United States starts at the end of November and carries on through the end of the year. And it starts with Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving commemorates European colonization of the New World, now called, in the case of the United States, North America. It was already peopled by these people called the Indians, but when the Europeans came over, they looked something like this, and the Indians welcomed them with open arms, taught them about the turkey and other North American food stuff, and they made this giant feast that looks something like this, or at least it does these days. And they all ate together, and the Europeans thanked the Indians for helping them out. But, the feast didn't last forever, and this turned into this, and that's pretty much the history of North America, at least as far as the Indians are concerned. But the colonists grew up and had families, and to this day they celebrate Thanksgiving with this kind of feast, but you can see how many Indians there are there. But then after the feast, the menfolk sit down on the sofa and take part in this holiday tradition known as watching football. Now, that's American football, of course, not what Americans call soccer. But that's how the holiday season kicks off, with a happy Thanksgiving. Now, the very next day, of course, the whole world knows as Black Friday. What they don't know is its connection to Thanksgiving, because now that Thanksgiving is over, we can concentrate on Christmas shopping. Now, Christmas shopping traditionally starts on the Friday, which is right after Thanksgiving, and it is mostly dreaded for this reason and tolerated for that reason. But then after Black Friday, we can start getting ready for the big one, and it commemorates the birth of this guy. Here's his parents. There's Mary and Joseph, and they gave birth to a son they named Jesus. And Jesus was born under some stars, and there he is. He grows up to do some important things, and to this day we celebrate his birthday on the 25th. Although the celebration actually starts on the 24th. You get a fire going in the hearth, or the fireplace, and the kids, they behave like kids, as kids do. Their one job on Christmas Eve is to hang stockings on the mantle. And then they go to bed. But this evening is called Christmas Eve. Now the kids go to bed, and the parents have a job to do. They, there's a Christmas tree. The Christmas tree's already been decorated. It's probably been up since, the day after Black Friday. But it's the parents' job to put all these presents under the tree. And these are supposedly brought by a guy named Santa Claus, but it's really the parents, obviously. And then when they're done doing that, they go to bed, and then the kids get up really early so that they could open their presents. And that's the beginning of Christmas Day. Now, later on in the afternoon or evening, the kids, sometimes adults also, get dressed up and go out and sing Christmas songs to their neighbors, and the neighbors give them food, and this is called caroling. Meanwhile, Dad sits on the sofa and takes part in that very American holiday tradition known as watching football. And we say Merry Christmas. Now, the last one is at the end of the year, It's celebrated on December the 31st. And it's celebrated with champagne, usually, or various alcohols, and making a lot of noise. And then at midnight, people kiss traditionally, and they wish each other a happy new year. And that's pretty much it, really. You can go home late, very drunk, but then people get out of bed and they sit on the sofa, and I guess this is predictable. That holiday tradition of watching football. But see, I'm not in the United States anymore, although I am still American. This is how expats in non-Western countries celebrate the Western holiday season. Oh, this is specifically the American holiday season. I left out Boxing Day, which is a British thing. But this is basically the entire celebration of all of the holidays in the holiday season by American expats worldwide. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Screw it. Happy holidays. Happy holidays from the Skint Expat.